DSPN, the Devlin Sports Podcast Network.
F1 Las Vegas, baby. Sin City. Fabulous Las Vegas. It is a very glamorous place to hold a Formula One GP. Our man, Vincenzo Landino, who is a F1 analyst from the business of speed, rejoins us. Welcome back, mate.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Max Verstappen clinches his fourth in a row. So he's one of 5 drivers that have won 4 F1 championship titles in a row. He is still reigning supreme.
Yeah, he is. He didn't have to do it in a dominating fashion last night by any stretch. It was just very methodical. He needed to finish at a certain position ahead of his nearest competitor, and he did. And it was a fantastic race overall. I need to actually go back and watch it because you miss so much being at the actual Grand Prix and being in the paddock, kind of walking around trying to get different spots. But it was good. It was fantastic. It was a very, very good race. Las Vegas 2 years in a row, very good race. And like I said, Max just got it done again.
Why do you define it as a really good race? Is that because a lot of changes in the lead? Is that, drivers going hell, or is it just the course? Is it everything about Las Vegas? Why?
So I think something interesting that I noticed this weekend. So I didn't attend the GP last year, but I obviously am here now, and it seemed faster, and which obviously the cars are not any faster than any other Grand Prix, but it just seemed faster.
Right.
And I had quite a few people telling me that even on television, the broadcast just seemed like a lot faster than the cars looked quicker.
Okay.
So I don't know if they changed something for the broadcast or whatnot, but the cars were moving. Practice 2, I think it was. I said to myself, the Mercedes are looking really, really good. And I think I even tweeted about it. Mercedes looked really good. They were fast. Carlos Sainz looked really quick. But the race itself, you just had a lot of really nice wheel-to-wheel battles. You had a 3 wide going into a really tight corner at one point, which is always cool to see. We don't see that a lot anymore. And obviously not having a typical winner. Russell's won this year before, but to have somebody other than, a Max or a McLaren or even a Ferrari win is nice because it's there's 4 legitimate teams on the grid. And so that was excellent to see as well. But overall, the cars looked fast. There's a lot of battles, a lot of changes in the lead. And it was a pretty clean race overall, right? With 2 retirements, but other than that, it was a pretty clean race. So all of that to me equals a solid, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10 if I had to.
Vincenzo, is Max a worthy winner again of this title? And does he go into next year as a raging favourite to get 5 in a row?
I don't know that, the conversations we were having in the paddock this weekend were around that, actually. So it's a really good question. Is he a raging favorite? I don't know if the car is going to be, a runaway favorite. Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren have all caught up. We're in the last year of the current regulations. So either, and to an extent, McLaren's probably even past them, the Red Bull. So I don't know. I think it'll be a very tough one for Max, but he's still head and shoulders above the rest of the drivers on the grid, and that's without a doubt. So we'll see. But the car will be a major factor next season for him.
All our attention down here, or most of it, of course, is on our young man, Liam Lawson. He finished 16th. How did he race?
I did not follow Liam's race. Unfortunately, it was very tough to follow the entire grid. But he didn't look particularly outstanding through some of the sessions that I was watching. I still think he's a worthy driver on the grid. I don't think he has anything to worry about, but I didn't get a chance to really follow him yesterday, unfortunately.
Is there much talk about him and about the possibility that he's going to get a full-time drive? Is that when you're in the as you say the paddock in the pits? Is that a topic people talk about?
Yeah, there's a lot of love for Franco Colapinto. He seems to be the real it actor of the day or the end of the year here. I think between the two of them, but even you've even got Yuki Tsunoda, so there's I guess 3 drivers that are all being talked about quite a bit as to where they can go next season. My money would probably be on Liam going up to Red Bull over Colapinto. They'd have to buy out a pretty massive contract from Williams, or they'd have to pay Williams quite a bit for that to happen. And I don't know. I'm not sure that Yuki's style necessarily matches, pairing them with Max. So I would think it's Liam, but no idea until they make a decision on Sergio.
Couple of GPs to go then. What do we expect in the last 2? This is kind of like he's playing with house money now. Max, does he go hell for leather? I mean, the drivers championship is done. The constructors championship, there's still plenty to play for.
Yeah, unfortunately, Max is fighting it by himself. He doesn't really have a teammate that has. I think Sergio's numbers, if I'm correct, as of after Las Vegas, he's only scored about 40 points or 43 points since Monaco. So in about 14 races, he scored 43 points. He has done absolutely nothing to help that Red Bull team, fight for the championship. It's all Max. I don't see, so I just don't see it happening for Red Bull. And I'm not sure that Max is, how much is he really going to push the car at this point? Maybe he will. But I think the McLarens will be pretty strong, and I think they'll be stronger than the Ferraris in the Middle East. So if I was a betting man, I would say McLaren wins the constructors title. Although it's not what I would prefer to see happen as someone who bleeds red.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was going to say. There's a Ferrari influence there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say it's probably going to go McLaren's way.
And finally, I've been reading some the comments on F1 fans chat and things, and there's some objection to Las Vegas. I don't know why. I mean, you're there, you love it, you think it's a hell of an addition to the circuit. Why do you love it so much?
I think Las Vegas is a city that's just quintessential Formula One. It has the glitz, it has the glamour, it has that larger than life vibe about it. The racing is good. We've had 2 really good races here, or 2 very good races here. So everybody that complained about the racing can't really complain about the racing anymore, right? It produced 2 good races. And I think that it's just one of those cities that is so used to having folks come from, all over the world. It fits Formula One. It fits what Formula One is all about. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of them continuing to grow this and making this a central hub for the United States, and for Formula One in the United States. And they're going to be doing that. They've built this beautiful paddock pit building that is going to live 365 days a year. They're going to have Formula One related activity in that. So, I mean, they're trying, there's plenty of other cities that, or tracks that don't do anything else Formula One outside of the one race they get per year. And it's nice to see that they're putting a lot of effort here. So I would love to see how they continue growing it, but it is a whole vibe, the whole city. And if you've ever been to Vegas, the Strip and all the different areas, the entire town right now is all about Formula One. I mean, maybe not today because it's Sunday and everyone's leaving, but it was all Formula One all week, everywhere. Every hotel, every casino had some F1 related activity or experience. It's fun to see in the United States, especially growing up and never really seeing anything Formula One. When you grow up, it's NFL, it's NBA, it's Major League Baseball. You don't hear about Formula One. You don't see it everywhere. I mean, it's literally been everywhere here.
Vincenzo, thank you so much for your time again. If you are enjoying what you're seeing and liking what you're listening to, then please like us, follow us, and most importantly of all, subscribe. Leave us a comment. Most grateful. Thank you, Vincenzo.
Thanks for having me.
DSPN.